Go ahead, Larry. It's okay.
The Americans supplied the English, the Americans supplied the Russians, and ourselves to make the war end. And he says that he said that eventually Russia and Germany would have fought to a standstill, and there wouldn't been a major power in Europe. And I really believe him now, but it doesn't do much good to be a second Monday morning quarterback.
So why was he telling you this?
Well, we were just talking about the world, and everything. They were interested in us. They liked us. Gerlach and Struck liked the Americans. And they realized they realized all along that Germany was wrong and everything, and they realized it would stretch out to a defeat, like they said. You can only stretch a rubber band so long until it bursts. And like they said that eventually the Germans was bound to be blown up. And the United States just cut the rubber band what it amounted to.
How old were Gerlach and Struck?
Well, they were probably 60, 70 years old. They were economic professors and they weren't eligible for the service, but they were in the Wehrmacht, which was supposed to be the home guard.
So they'd just come around to your barracks and sit there and chat with you?
Yeah, they'd just come in the barracks and sit there and jabber, because after the invasion there wasn't really too much control in the barracks, and it was up to them to control it. And because all the young guards were gone, they were all sent to someplace, the front, I imagine, or something. But I'll tell you, that come the closest to brainwashing me in anything I ever heard. I mean, those two men, they had the ability and everything, and I really don't think they was trying to brainwash me, but they could have.
Where were you when you heard about the invasion?
Where was I? In the barracks, and the Germans told us.
The Germans told you?
They told us and brought us down a French newspaper.
No kid?
Yes.
Was it Gerlach and Struck that told you?
No, Gerlach and Struck weren't there then, But they even give us the prayer that Roosevelt did the night of the invasion.
And it was all in this French newspaper?
All in the French newspaper. I don't know where it came from, but it come right through the compound, American compound, and they got it and showed it to us.
It's in that book there, isn't it?
Why did the Germans tell you about it?
I don't know, but that happened, and we were happy. Maybe it was because they was taking all the guards away, I don't know. But they must have had something in mind or something, or maybe some officer went wrong or something, I don't know. But we knew about it right away, and we also knew about the what happened to all that.
The Ardennes offensive?
Huh?
In the Ardennes?
No, that's when the Germans made the big counteroffensive.
Yeah, in the Ardennes, yeah.
Huh?
The Battle of the Bulge.
The Battle of the Bulge, yeah. They told us about that in a hurry too.
Yeah.
But we got news. We through the BBS, and there was radios. You know, the Germans would bring these crystal sets in, and there would be somebody up the White House would be listening in a couple of barracks, and then they'd get together, and then they'd run around through the barracks and tell them what went on.
After you guys learned about the invasion, was there a big celebration for that?
Well, no, I don't think it was too big a celebration. I don't remember whether there's any big celebration, but we were hoping. Probably a lot of praying. Religion was a big thing over there, Paul.
Did you go to church every Sunday?
Huh?
Did you go to church every Sunday?
Out over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to church every Sunday. More than that, something I don't do here.
When did you guys get the little chapel finished?
Well, I don't remember. It didn't take us over about 2 or 3 weeks to do it, but I do remember, Paul, that there would be guards come there and celebrate Mass with us. You know, Father Kane would have the Mass, and some of the guards would come in and celebrate Mass with us.
Were they the younger guards or the older ones?
Well, older. Yeah, older. Well, we always had a guard. We had to have a guard to open it, to have the church open. And I don't know whether the guard that was watching over the church celebrated Mass, but a lot of times there'd be 2, 3, 4 soldiers in there celebrating Mass. At Easter.
Oh, go ahead.
At Easter time, we on Ash Wednesday, we didn't have any palms, you know, to burn, to put the ashes, and so they brought in some, I don't know what they were, cattails, I think.
One's in
And
your
probably,
book.
huh?
One's in your book, isn't it?
Yeah, one in my book. Well, no, it was a tree off of a fruit tree.
Christmas tree, yeah.
And Father Kane burnt them and give us Ash Wednesday, and I remember some guards receiving them.
You remember the 4th of July celebration?
No, I don't remember
No.
not much about 4th of July.
Maybe you were in the hospital still.
It might be, I don't know, but
They had boxing matches and Ken Kurtenbach spoke.
no, I don't remember that. Well, what year was this? Where'd you get this from, Bill?
It's in Ben Felper's book. It has pictures of it.
Huh?
It's in Ben Felper's book.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember any boxing matches. Just a minute.
Okay. It would have been
Some cigarettes.
44. I've got some here, Larry, if you want some of mine.
Paul.
Yeah.
No, you taking that, his picture of him and the voice or what?
Yeah.
Both, huh?
Yeah, the
Well,
tape
I wonder
recorder uses
when-
my transcription machine when I type along with it.
But I mean, Paul, you take.
I wonder when Ben Felper was shot down. Do you know?
I don't know. It says in his book. It would have had to have been 4th of July of 44, because that would have been the only 4th of July anybody would have been in the camp.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember that.
You must have been in a hospital then.
I might have been up there. What the heck they call that? Advir or something?
Abwehr?
Yeah, something. German name for hospital. Yeah. They always said, oh, you go there, you get Weissbrot, white bread.
Did they feed you better in the hospital?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got vegetables, you know, individual up there instead of all cooked in one pot. But it wasn't really a good hospital, but it did the best for me.
Did how many other guys were in the hospital with you?
Well, I can't remember. There were about 2 or 3 Americans that were up there.
Do you remember who they were?
No. No. One guy was from Tennessee, and he had been injured pretty bad in the infantry, and they brought him straight into there rather than take him someplace else. And they operated on his leg and everything. But other than that, I can't remember.
How did Devereaux get into the camp?
Huh?
How did Devereaux get into the camp?
He was taken when the French, when they took the French army in.
He'd been a prisoner since 1940?
Yeah, he was prisoner since that time. Well, they repatriated a lot of French, sent them back home to go to work. But the officers, they didn't repatriate any of the French officers. They kept them all. But they didn't work them either. I mean, other than like doctors and stuff like that.
And why did he paint in your book? Did you ask him to, or did he just?
Yeah, well, yeah, I had those pencils and everything, and one day he says, I'll draw something in there, and he just kept coming back and drawing. And then he come one day and he used a black pencil to draw that picture of the patron saint praying, and I should have got his address and everything before I could keep up with him, but I didn't.
How old was he at the time?
Oh, I suppose he was in his 60s. He's probably long dead.
Did nobody was allowed to visit you while you were in the hospital, were they?
No, you mean the Americans come
Yeah.
up? No. That was from here to, what you call it, to Mansfield Avenue, where the camp was, where it had to go up to get the hospital. But they,
So now you say when you had diphtheria, the Americans took care of you?
no, the American, this doctor from Decatur, Alabama, dang, I can't remember his name. He was the other one besides Beaumont was there. And he got the German guards and they took me up there. He wanted me to go up in the stretcher and they said, no, he walks.
Now how long did Father Kane walk you around after that then?
Oh, probably a month or two.
Really?
Yeah, he was always good to me. In fact, I met him again in Fort Benning, Georgia. Then remember that he christened that baby in the next trailer?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? I'm coming home and they said that Father Kane was up there to christen the baby, and I went up and seen Father Kane.
Yeah, I know you went up.
Huh?
I know you went up to see him.
Yeah.
He was stationed at Fort Benning?
Yeah. And he was quite an old man by then.
And what were you doing at Fort Benning at the time?
This fort, I was stationed at
Stadium?
No, I stationed that field inside of Fort Benning. The troop carrier outfit there at Fort Benning. What the heck's it? There's an airfield right inside of Fort Benning, and I was stationed there. In fact, Paul, we lived in a trailer, and the trailer camp was at Harmony Church area in Fort Benning, and it was 10 miles one way to my work.
Did Father Kane remember you?
Well, no, after I talked to him, he did. You know, we got the, but I don't know if he really did, but we talked about things, and now I remember.
Now I've always heard that Father Kane had a temper. Is that true?
Huh?
I always heard that Father Kane had a temper. Is that true?
Had what?
A temper.
Temper.
A temper.
A temper? Oh, with the Germans, yes.
Yeah.
And the Americans, too. He told that one American, get back in here, I'll kick your ass.
Larry, don't say that on those.
Back into church?
Huh?
Back into church?
No, out in the compound one day.
No.
He had a temper, yes, he did. Did Bill tell you about that?
No, Lois Knotts did.
Huh?
Lois Knotts, he lives up in Akron. He told me about Father Kane.
Yeah. Well, he always believed that he had to take it because you couldn't, you know, they might press it on all the rest, and you had to, you know. Yeah, he had a temper, you know, no doubt about it. He was an Irishman. Yeah.
So then, do you remember Christmas of '45?
Christmas 45, I was home.
Not Christmas '45.
Christmas 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they had quite a thing. They got some, well, there's a lot of them in there that they printed a lot of Merry Christmases and this, and they had a little, the Germans allowed us to have a little program down in the barracks and everything that we were not allowed, they couldn't have it in 43. Yeah. But you're talking about a different administration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the guys dress up as girls and do the dance and all that?
Yeah. Yeah, there was some guy from Australia. He was homosexual, and he used to dance. But they always used to turn the lights out at, well, I don't know, maybe 8 o'clock, you know. And they'd still mill around we'd have these candles made out of oleo, you know, that they gave us, that put a piece of string in it and light it, and they'd use them after the lights went out.
What were they made of?
Oleo, the Germans used to get us, I don't know what it was, tallow or grease or what it was, pour it in a can, you know, and pull a string out here and tie it, and then after it got hard, why, you could light it and it'd burn like a candle.
Did that first winter you were there, it snowed like crazy, didn't it?
Huh?
The first winter you were in camp, wasn't the snow real deep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the snow was deep the first winter and the second winter. It got pretty rough up there, but we still had to stand roll call every morning. Guys would wrap a piece of shoe around their, piece of wood around their foot, you know. Now you can see in that book there the pictures of Ben Pelper's book where they tore the barracks all off trying to get some heat because we had no heat in those barracks, winter or summer. So there was no heat, so they'd tear off part of the building and
Tore off the whole outside, or the inner wall, or the outer wall, or something like that, didn't you?
yeah, the inner wall was there. You've seen them in Telfer's book.
Wait, did you have a stove there?
Huh?
Did you have a stove in there or what?
We had a stove in there, but you get nothing burn it in. There was a brick thing about from here to the wall, maybe this wide. And down in there you could throw wood, you know. But then a thing going out the roof. But they didn't give us any coal or anything, nothing to burn in it.
And then weren't there front porches on the barracks that you guys all tore off?
There was, yeah, you go outside. And as you go outside the barracks, over here was a toilet that they made that we never used. And then you could go out that door. And so they just tore the damn thing off, and I was there by the, they had a swing door here. And that wasn't over from here to that thing from my bed.
And they tore that all off?
Oh, they tore it all off and burned it up, yeah. But I don't know when they quit closing the shutters on the windows, but when I first went there, they used to come down at say 4:30, 5 o'clock and close all the shutters on the thing. But I don't remember when they quit that. Later on years, I know they didn't do it.
For blackout reasons?
Huh?
For blackout reasons?
Yeah, I suppose so. If the English flew over, you know. The English lit that camp up one night.
I was just getting ready to ask you.
Huh?
I was just getting ready to ask you about that.
Yeah, they lit that camp up right, all four corners of it, right just as much, and dropped a big flare right down the middle of it. And I says, dope. I says, are we going? He said, I don't think so, because he says, we usually use this for an IP, which is an initial point for a bomb run. And they bombed Vienna that night. But Jesus Christ, you could see daylight. And the guards did let us get out that night, and we had big trenches dug behind the toilet, and they let us get in them. But boy, everybody was wondering, we could see a 500-pounder come right down there.
What bomb group was Okie Doke from?
Huh?
What bomb group was Okie Doke from?
I don't know. But, well, Bill should know, but I thought he came from up in maybe Idaho or someplace. He was kind of a farmer type guy that was pretty smart. And I guess he went up to Canada and joined, and went over with the English. And then, well, Bill told me that he married an English girl, but I didn't think, I just wondered if he didn't marry her after the war or something.
You didn't know.
But he and I were pretty good friends.
Well, you didn't tell about the meeting with Weeksy, did they?
Well, I better wrap it up here. That's about at the end of the tape.
Oh, he didn't tell you about how he met Weeksy, did he?
Well, I don't guess I told you much you didn't know, did I?